Well, welcome to the 103 Club, Friday edition, third episode. We're 3 weeks deep into this bitch.
Hell yeah!
and as you said, the probably the best podcast that no one listens to, right? Is that how did we term that?
Yeah, the best not listened to podcast in the world.
There we go. That's what
I like kind of the hidden factors. Like we haven't really told people where to find it or anything like that.
It's just one random tweet.
Yep.
It's one tweet a week. That's your opportunity to watch this thing.
You know what? I'm not even going to retweet it anymore. I'm just going to like it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The low key like.
No, retweet. We need at least 14 views.
Do we? Okay, that's fair.
It's kind of like prohibition, like keeping on the down low of what's going on.
It's like
here.
a speakeasy club. Oh
Yeah.
my!
See, that's why we need the camera pointed that
No,
way.
That's another thing. Like when other people do podcasts in the Better Rate Mortgage studio here at Woodward Sports, usually they have the curtain closed so you can't get distracted.
Yeah.
We like the distractions.
I do too.
I want the Friday chaos walking by.
Absolutely.
I like people staring in here and wishing they could be a part of such an exclusive club.
Yeah.
You know what? Real talk. People are they're altered.
Yeah.
That they're not. They want to be in it badly.
Well, not for everybody.
No, it's not. It's casual, but it's not for casual.
That's my favorite tagline for the 103 podcast.
Yeah.
Casual sports talk, but not for casuals.
I do like that. I
do
do like
too.
that. I love the bottom third on there too.
Yeah, made that today.
That's strong.
So we're coming through. Yeah, it's got a nice little old fashioned in the picture.
Okay.
So yeah, check it out below us. And I have the names right this week. Last week I had your name there and his name there, and it just
Okay. Oh, I see how you did
I
that.
didn't want to
Yeah.
confuse everybody.
I see how you did
million
that.
viewers.
I wouldn't mind being Neal Ruhl.
I wouldn't either. You got a charmed life, Neal.
Do I?
Do you feel that way?
No. Yeah, I say that all the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Semi-tribe kind of life.
Oh, God, get the fuck out.
No,
of here.
it's very easy, man. It is.
Yeah, but it's important and it's fun. Like you live a good I've learned doing color commentary this past year. I got into it this January for the first time, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And to make that a career would be a gold.
If you learned, it's hard to be good at.
A lot with your partner and who you work with.
Absolutely, you're at the mercy of who you work with.
And I kind of attribute it to I'm an MC, not a DJ. But I can't hype up shitty music. So if my DJ sucks, there's no good of me being an MC. So if my play-by-play sucks, it doesn't matter about my color. And that's how I feel.
all
You're the
foundational,
DJ,
man.
I'm the MC.
Yeah. No, it is. It's all foundational, man. No, it is. It's a pretty easy life I have, man. Just talk about sports 24/7.
I got drunk over Christmas and did play-by-play for foosball.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It was electric.
You got to start somewhere, Nick.
Yeah.
Were you one of those kids that did play-by-play, turn the radio down and did it by yourself?
No, I would do it in the driveway shooting baskets. Originally, though, when I went to school, I wanted to be a stockbroker because I was a finance major. Had no idea the amount of accounting classes.
Yeah, he said that last week.
Yeah, I talked about that before.
Classes sucked.
Accounting classes suck, but yeah, I used to do it when I was a kid. If I was playing basketball in the driveway, 3, 2, 1, he gets it to go. I would do that.
What about you, Nick?
What did I want to be growing up? Or
No, did you ever commentate?
I did the same thing. It was always Game 7, or playing baseball games in bottom of the ninth, Game 7 on the line, got to hit the shot.
Yep. And then if you missed the shot, you were fouled.
Yeah,
That's what I do. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
he's fouled at the buzzer.
He's going to the free throw line with 2 free throws to win the game.
Yep. You continue to put the pressure on yourself.
Then you make one of them and it goes to overtime. And you get to count it down again.
Yeah.
I wish as a kid, looking at it from the sports aspect, I would have, so I got into golf after I was done with all of my organized sports, and I had free privileges at the golf course I worked at. I could practice as much as I want to go out and play, and I finally dedicated myself to something. I was like, I'm gonna get good at this. And I was like, I wish I would have taken that mentality growing up just with one sport, with whether it had been baseball or even all sports.
Don't get me started on that with my life, man.
I don't have any regrets
in general,
but it took me until I was 19 years old to okay, if you want to be good at something, you got to put in the time.
See, and that's kind of I love my dad, but I feel like my dad should have instilled that in me, but he was like, just go do what you want, just keep doing what you want, just keep doing it. And then you find, Braylon's dad, knew my son's going to be an NFL wide receiver, put him on a regiment, showed him how to walk the ropes. Didn't have that guidance, but I'm with you. But I'm also glad that my dad wasn't because then
there's a lot of
something
pressures.
you love, you may end up hating because you're forced to do it now.
Yeah.
I noticed for me, because like my career is a lot of preparation for a big moment, right? Like not a lot's going on. It's white hot,
right?
Then it's over. Then it's white hot, and it's over. And the reason it's easy, the reason like it's a charmed life, is because I've been doing it 10 years now, so I know what it takes to be prepared. I know exactly what I need to do and all that stuff. So the process has become easy. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
And I wish, looking back on it, kind of the same way, because I'm getting on my son's ass about this all the time, where like I wish when I was a kid in school and even in college, I just wish I would have did my shit as soon as I got it.
Yeah.
Because that's how I do life now, because time management is such a crunch, where I just do shit as it comes and then it's over with.
I have to do things that way. Otherwise, it just gets in the wash,
And it's over.
At my last job, my boss was like, "You're one of the most efficient workers I've ever come across." And it's like, yeah, because if I don't attack this immediately, it's washed into 100 different things that I'm forgetting about.
Here's the thing with me is I'm so lazy that I make the laziness a strength.
Yeah. Like, I want to get this done.
I want to get it done so I can go back to not doing anything.
Yeah.
Now, that moment never seems to come.
See, but
I'm chasing it always.
I'm kind of I'm the king of procrastination, and
you're still young though.
Well, true, but like even through school and stuff like that, I realized like it never affected my grades really. Like I had a 6-page paper to write. Like I'd wait until 3 hours before it's due.
That's how I did school
Crank
too.
It, and there was never really, I guess, negative reinforcement in that. So I was like, oh, it's working, so why change it?
School's so arbitrary. It really is. Like, I mean, at some point, I think smart people identify like school really isn't school. It's just there to present me with a bunch of things to see if I'm interested in, pick the things I like, and move the hell on.
I always tell my school story this way, is that the media stuff I kind of did on my own at like the school radio station and stuff like that. I never really got quote unquote training in that from school. The only thing that school taught me was how to think. And I always put it like this. The most influential class in my life that I ever had was women's studies class, which ironically enough, talking about the laziness, I took to get out of having to take physics. We presented the option.
I mean,
the women's studies.
What's harder to understand, women or physics?
Well, come to find out,
bingo.
Yeah, come to find out, no, physics are harder.
Good.
But here's the deal: is I was in this class and there were like 61 of us or whatever it was, 57 women, 4 guys in this women's studies class, and I'll never forget this because I've used this a lot, and as I've learned about society and stuff like that, and I kind of thought of myself, I'm like, I think you're somewhat chauvinist and slightly chauvinist. I went in there and women are more chauvinist about themselves than men are, but why would they not be? That's the way they've been conditioned to be throughout time, right?
True.
I mean, they just started voting like 70 years ago.
Which is wild. And just think that's only here. Like you go to other countries, they still don't. Like,
yeah,
can't drive.
Like there are women that are alive in this country that at one point in their lives could not vote.
That's so weird. It's so random.
Like, but you know what I'm saying? But that's real.
Right. It is real.
That's where it really opened my eyes to like understand their story, like figure out why they are the way they are, why they act the way they act, and stuff like that. And it's been influential in my life. It's taught me to be a lot more tolerant.
Well, isn't it
tolerant?
No, like
understanding.
Understanding.
More tolerant
of your existence.
Of women in general. More understanding of their existence,
of their play, and that goes across the board.
Isn't that crazy thing? Like to me, like women vote in, like women's right. Like to me, that's just like it makes sense for like people to be equal, and obviously it's my generation,
African American people as well.
Yeah, as well.
Or just people.
But to me, again, you go back to like I guess you would say like my grandparents' generation were like, no, like how did that even remotely make sense? And that goes back.
That's why I'm really happy with the younger generation. I know like a lot of people are like, oh, these kids, man, I don't know what's going through their mind. I think the kids they're great, man, because they're starting with you and going down into my kids and stuff like that. Like they're not putting up with that shit anymore, man.
Right? Nor should they.
Yeah, like you're gonna find out that people can be assholes all on their own.
Yep.
You you know, you don't need to put them in a box and shit like that.
Yeah, and I hate when older generations bash younger generations because they're not ideologically aligned. Because you can go back to like Socrates has a quote talking about how the younger generation doesn't respect elders and stuff like that. And it's like, that's been going on since the beginning of time, but that's evolution, right?
Right.
Like if we all had the same monolithic thoughts through the entire course of history, it would fucking suck.
Look at those words you just threw in there.
Monolithic.
And he threw in like Socrates, like was not expecting.
Yeah, that's a name.
I'm an onion.
Yeah, no.
I'm an onion, man. There's layers to this shit.
I'm impressed.
Oh, bullshit.
What did you like when you were in school? Like, what did you want to be when you were going? So
I went to college for architecture.
Okay.
I was going to be an architect, but I love philosophy. Like that's like if I could pick anything now outside of the sports or entertainment realm, it would be psychologist or psychiatrist because shit. Like,
so
the human mind is fascinating, and honestly, media is a lot of psychology, like drawing people in, explaining the story. Like you know, and you know too. Like it's about creating habits for people and setting appointments for people because people are creatures of habit.
I took a psychology class in college, and it literally changed my perspective on everything. Yeah, because I used to go to sleep every single night with music on. I'd been doing that since I was like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11, and then. One, I was taught it's not healthy because your brain never shuts down. But two is like you can retrain your brain to train itself however you want.
It's a muscle.
Like, yeah.
It literally is a muscle. You can train it any way you want.
So, and then sure enough, after like in that class, I was like, okay, I probably should stop sleeping with music on. And then sure enough, it's been fine ever since.
Yeah, I don't have a TV in my bedroom for that because like I read, you know, like your body subconsciously, if you have a TV in your bedroom, like your bedroom should just be used for shutting down, period. So your body knows once you enter that, just shut the fuck down.
I've heard that as well.
So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm not a TV guy.
I got a TV, computer. I live in a small condo too. So
yeah, my bedroom, nothing except a bed. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's where the magic happens.
You're on a roll, huh?
And by magic, I mean me and my dog hanging out.
Yeah. It's weird.
The 103 Club, man.
I was gonna be. The conversation's gonna go.
I was gonna be a mechanic.
I could see that.
I went to school. Well, in high school, I had 4 years of automotive.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why did you not?
I realized it was more of a hobby than it was. I hated working on other people's cars, but I loved working on.
That's fascinating.
My own.
You're gonna be one of those dudes that has like a hot rod when they're older, just tinkering with it in the garage.
100%. Yeah, no doubt about it.
America.
And well, I honestly didn't realize it until because I went to college for it as well too. So I have a college degree in automotive, and I realized probably about
get my car fixed.
Yeah.
2/3 of the way through, I was like, that's not something I don't want to do anymore. But I'm also the same person who just doesn't give up on things. So I was like, I started this, you're gonna finish it regardless. So I at least have that degree.
See, I was that way with architecture. Like I loved drawing, I loved all that shit. But then once I got into college for it, and like I had to have 20 studio hours a week, and you're there till 4 a.m. drawing.
It becomes have to.
It's like and I don't love that.
Yeah. Nobody likes have to.
That's when I start pushing away from shit.
Yeah, and no one likes the have to, man.
Nope.
It's funny you bring that up, dude. Like I was talking about that with my sons, and I said, what are you thinking about doing, when you get older, when you go to college, what do you want to major in? I was like, you may laugh at this, you may not, but like heating and cooling,
those trade professions,
You're so
100%, because you can name your price.
Yep.
Our furnace went out. It was a Saturday night, and it was like, because they only go out when it's the coldest night of the year.
Yep.
Coldest night of the year. We called the dude out, and he's like, the service call is going to be, it's an emergency call, so it's $250,
right.
It's $250 for us to come. And I was like, what am I going to say? No.
I don't want heat.
Yeah, right. It's 2 below outside. No, I'm good. I don't want heat.
Yeah, my hot water heater went out, and I couldn't get somebody in for like a week, and that shit sucked, taking freezing cold showers. But when he came, it was like, all right, you could pay $400 to fix it or $850 for a new system. I was like, well, just run it, man. Like, I want the whole new system because I don't want to be dealing with this shit.
But yeah, I like you. Like, no offense to you, but I don't want to see you anymore.
Ever.
So just put the new system in, bro.
But shout out to Corey Woods, because it was Corey Woods' fraternity brother who came by on short notice.
Oh, okay.
And did not rate me on the charges, which was nice.
Well, it's crazy to see like that's the way that works. Because like when I was in college, so this was 6 years ago now, and at Henry Ford, I think the labor price per hour for automotive was like 75. Like that was the average, 75 an hour. Now I'm pretty sure it's double that. I think it's $150 an hour.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Because it's a skill that you went to school. It's like any other. It's like a doctor, lawyer, all that. It's a skill, man. It is. I was watching the dudes build my deck one time. We got like a brick deck that we had built at home, and I was watching the dude like lay the bricks for it. Not like watching over his shoulder.
Sure, you were
like
sitting
that.
there
Yeah.
in your
No,
Colonel outfit.
Yeah.
Come on, boy, work harder.
Stop smiling. Okay, how can you lay bricks if you're smiling? No, like I was watching him, and he was so skilled.
Right.
I'll never forget that. As weird as that sounds, he was a master craftsman, like doing his trade. I'm always fascinated by that.
Yeah, I did marketing for the carpet guys here locally, right? And, I didn't know shit about flooring or carpeting,
Right.
but, for some of our marketing, we went out and did some time-lapse videos because, as you know, people love time-lapse videos. If it's grass
is it
growing,
about that?
if it's paint drying, if it's carpet
If
installation.
it's floors being changed into hockey rinks, whatever. If
I'll
it's a
watch
sunrise,
it. I'll watch it too. Like people making shit out of chocolate. I'll watch a time lapse. Like I watch anything time lapse. But that's what we found with some of our best marketing there. But some of those installers are making like $200K a year, man. But it's backbreaking work. But when you see them work, it literally is an art.
They're skilled, man.
Yeah, they're very skilled.
Yeah.
Well, that's what part of it for me too. Is like in a shop, you're sometimes on the cold ground, like especially during the wintertime here in Michigan. You've got snow dripping off these cars. You're getting wet. You're getting oil all over your hands. Like it's not the most elegant lifestyle to portray. That's why like I have the utmost like respect. Like my dad's a truck driver. My brother's a mechanic.
Yeah.
So, like I have the utmost respect for those guys because a lot of people just don't want to do it.
I just don't have the patience.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like when I'm fixing a car, when I'm doing something at my house and like I don't have the socket wrenched right or all that, it's just like, man, fuck this.
I never have the right tools to do shit.
And that's the thing.
And then my wife starts getting on me like, your skill set's limited about the stuff you can. That's bullshit. Because when you call someone, they have a van full of every fucking tool that could ever be used
that they've
in
acquired
history.
for 20 years.
Yeah.
Right? Not just me running to Home Depot once.
Yeah.
Was your guys' dad the type of guy that, regardless if he had the right tools or not, he figured out a way to get? My dad's the biggest hillbilly when it comes to stuff like that. Like he put up a privacy fence in our house, in our Detroit house that we grew up in. Put a privacy fence up by drilling it to the steel fence that was already in the yard.
Oh boy, America!
Because he didn't feel like digging
a little
the
bit
holes.
of duct tape will solve everything.
Yeah, and that fence was up until the day they sold the house.
I tried to put up my own privacy fence. I went out there with a one-man auger, and Jesus, I almost ripped my back apart because it like caught a brick, and you're just like, ugh!
It throws you, it spins you at that point.
Yeah, it was not pretty. So then I just put it away and hired somebody. Some Amish people.
You know what though? You gave it a run, man. That's commendable.
I'll try. I'm not great, but I'll try.
Yeah, just like I try to get here by 103.
You're not great, but you try.
But I try, and that's commendable, just like your old-fashioned skills.
Switch it up a little too, like a tangerine instead of just a straight up orange.
Oh, okay.
Like
I didn't even notice.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No.
All right.
I didn't smell the citrus like we
There was a
normally
little more
do.
citrusy, yeah.
Yeah.
Pungent.
It was casual. It was a casual change, but not for casuals.
Exactly.
Bingo.
And I put up a tweet yesterday, and I've been getting shit for it all day today about the Malik Willis, no matter what. And I did like the whole draft day thing where I put it on a piece of paper, crumpled it up, and I tweeted out, and I said, "Found this on Brad Holmes' desk." And dude, people are fucking roasting me. Like, they're calling me a casual because I want Malik Willis.
That's the
Don't be surprised.
That is the dumbest insult that anybody could ever throw
It's
out
the
there.
new insult, right?
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. My favorite insult is obtuse, when you call someone obtuse.
That's like throwing it back.
I do like it.
Isaac did that the other day to somebody, like, and I was just like, man, that's my favorite
That was from a movie. What?
Shawshank Redemption.
Yes, that's exactly what.
Well,
it was.
I've noticed casual. I think that's more ours now, because in the fine tradition of not keeping anything that my generation does, my kids are on to mid. They'll call you a mid.
Mid, yeah.
Mid. All right.
That's so mid.
It's
Dad,
just
quit
such a
being mid.
It's just, but like
It's
Being
funny.
glib.
It's,
You're being glib.
it's funny though.
Mid.
to me, like when people throw insults out there, I was like, okay, that's just you not being able to back up an argument. Like that's
Well, yeah, that's the go-to.
yeah.
Say, yeah, I'm still waiting for a response to the facts I just presented.
Yeah, okay, I'm a casual mid, but explain to me why
do-
why am I a casual mid?
mid. Ooh.
My facts are not mid.
Yeah.
Mid. I do like mid though. I'm not gonna lie.
Just like the 103 Club is not mid.
Not mid. Casual.
But not for casuals. And thanks for showing up again. Another Friday. This is a quick little episode, but it only lasts one old fashioned, and I think we're all out. Did you guys eat your cherries?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
All right, we're good to go, man. Have a great Friday. Hope you enjoyed the 103 Club. If you want us to talk about anything, let us know. I mean, there's 10 of you that watch this.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you.
Respond to a tweet.
Yeah. Or a like on the tweet. You're not tweeting anymore.